Hey guys, so welcome to my first ever Misses of 2021. I don't want to call them fails because they just missed the mark for me, and I'm sure that other people might have liked them for one reason or another. I will try to share with you as much as I can in the short amount of time that I have why I didn't like them. All right, so first we're going to start off with brushes. These are by, I have no idea, and there's no name on them, but I was not impressed. I don't like the shape. See how that's like triangular and pointy? They're just not great for blending. This one's not so bad, but again, just a little too pointy up top. So there's that. For primers, I do not comprehend the Pixie. So this is the Pixie Petra Flawless Beauty Primer. It's the Hydrating Glow Primer Base something. Anyhow, it's this one right here. And as you can see, it's supposed to be something like Aloric or what are those other, those brands that, but look at that. It just, all I can think of is Midas. Can't even really see it, but it's just, it's gold. It's gold and pink. I don't get it. So that is big fat no for me. I mean, imagine neutral, cool toned with gold, pink, and no, just no. This, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a primer. This is the Wander Beauty Hidden Glow Brightening Cream. Didn't really find it impressive. Didn't even find it hydrating. I found it just shiny, and I'm sure that there's a lot of mica in there. The By Terry Hyaluronic Hydro Primer, not impressed. Let's see here. So then we're going to go to foundations. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I know that people love these products, but there's so much better out there, and you'll see that in my next video. The AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream. No, it's pretty, it feels nice, but it doesn't last at all. Their AOA Pro Wear Foundation, just no. I am not a big fan of serum foundations. This is the AOA Buildable Satin Foundation. It just looks like oil and powder on my face. Definitely did not like that. This is a very simple, bland BB cream. It's from Farmstay Snail Repair BB Cream. It was basically to me like I think it's the Wet n Wild, the one that everyone's raving about in the little teal or blue, tube. That didn't even do anything for me. I ended up sending that back because, I mean, $5 and it's not making me go, oh, wow, this is great. Although a lot of people love it. For me, no. I look for a dewy, sometimes satin, skin-like finish, and that just didn't cut it for me. Same with this. It's kind of just a step up of, well, let's be fair, 3 steps above this. So not impressive. The Cosas Tinted Face Oil, I had so hoped that I would like, but it's another one where unless you really, really moisturize and use a very oily formula in terms of moisturizer as your base, or something just very greasy as your base, this just doesn't look good. And I can't, there's just no point. It has beautiful coverage, but again, it looks like oil mixed with powder. Not impressed. I know that she's reformulated since then, but now I'm terrified to try any of her stuff. The Halley's Reveal Mousse Makeup. No mousse whatsoever. This stuff basically crumbled off my face. I don't understand. But this is just terrible. And again, I know that she's reformulated, so who knows, but not impressed. The Halley's Reform Liquid Luxe, it was okay. It had a nice shine to it, but God, the stench, no. And I didn't really quite like the texture, the formula, the consistency. It was kind of, I don't know, sticky. I don't know. I didn't like it. It was kind of like smearing a liquidy paste on your face, and that just didn't do it for me. I'm not going to talk about those because I still have to play with those. I actually ended up wearing them one day with a very greasy moisturizer, and they actually worked. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, it's the Halley's foundation sticks. Definitely not feeling the idea of the bronzer contour, where you get one shade, well, a shade like 2 shades darker or 3 shades darker. It's too yellow for me, and I didn't find it very flattering on the skin. So that would definitely be a no for me. But I do want to keep playing with this and just see. The Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation. I thought, oh, I'm really gonna like this because everybody's talking about the other ones. It's gonna be great. This is a creaser. It is a creaser. I couldn't find anything to make it look good. My nose is sounding really congested, and I think it's because it's raining outside. So, whew. And then this really bummed me out. I really wanted to like their foundation. People talked so much about it. This is the Juvia's Place matte, velvety matte foundation, and their, oops, I confused them, and their foundation stick. Let me show you. Okay, so right here is the foundation stick. This is light medium shade. Okay, I'm Fair Porcelain. That's really light. Now, I do want to keep on playing with this. Although, no, it's really orangey. From what I remember, I didn't like it. So, no. This one right up here, this is also for light to medium foundation shades. Again, I'm Fair Porcelain. Look at that. That's just crazy. So, would I reorder again? No, I'd have to go into a store and actually see the shades and then maybe decide, but they're too drying for my skin anyhow, and it's just not my thing, which was, again, really, really disappointing because they just seemed like they would be great. And I mean, for this one especially right here, I like the undertone, whereas with this one, it's a little orangey and I'm not really feeling it. I have a feeling when that oxidizes, it's going to be ugly. For light, neutral, cool skin. And then this is from Flush. I did not know that it was actually owned by Revlon. Thought that I was gonna love this, ended up absolutely hating it. It's not bad in terms of, you know, shade, but it looks terrible on the skin. It doesn't look like Flush at all. It doesn't look like Flush at all. I really wanted to like this. This is the Revlon Colorstay makeup for normal dry skin. It's actually incredibly drying. I tried it when, of course, I was still adapting to my tretinoin, and oh my god, horror story. And then, of course, I tried it again last week or the week before, where now my skin is just finally at a happy place. And no, it's really, really drying, which really sucks because this is such a beautiful, I know that it looks really light from where you're seeing it, but this is such a beautiful undertone for me, for anyone that's neutral and cool. And it is creamy, which is so confusing, so confusing. So it's right here, right there. And I mean, it's pretty, but it just doesn't look pretty on the skin, which, at least not my skin. So if you have even remotely dry skin, I have a better one for you, which will be in the next, actually it'll probably be next year, but I'll do an honorable mention for it in my next video. And then one last one. Actually, I'm not going to mention that one either because my skin again was adapting and I want to try it again before I say yes or no. So I'm not going to mention that one, but I just took off these foundations that I just showed you, and do you see how orange that is? That just doesn't look good on neutrals and, you know, cool skin tones. So yeah, not a fan of that. So hang on. Okay, so now moving on to concealers. By the way, when I pause, it's because I have to clear off my desk because I have so much shit. Moving on to concealers. So again, really wanted to try this. Royally bummed. This is, again, the Juvia's Place concealer. This is shade 21. Again, I am Fair Porcelain, okay? I could not believe how light this was. I mean, when I put this on my eyes, I literally looked like I painted my face white. It's just, yeah, there's no blending that to where it looks believable, if that makes any sense, which is, again, really shitty. And I reached out to them and I asked them if I could exchange them for a different color, and they told me no, because they couldn't trust the fact that they weren't opened, which, okay, fine. Another one that I was really bummed by, pretty shades, but extremely drying. Dose of Colors. Really, and this is the Meet Your Hue. Really wanted to like this, but it's just way too drying on the skin. I think I kept this one just for possible blemishes, but I don't even think I'm liking it for that right there. Another one that kind of feels like you are applying paint and not in a pleasant way is this one right here. And it smells awful. Awful, awful. I can smell it already. It smells like not even paint. It smells worse than paint. So this one isn't so bad in terms of, oh no, actually this one was pretty bad in terms of color as well. But I didn't like the way that it sat on my eyes, well, under my eyes, and the smell. I couldn't, like, I'm smelling it from where my hand is right now. It's that strong. And this is and again, I know she reformulated, but I'm gun shy. I'm afraid to try her stuff again. This is a Halley's Beauty Revive concealer cream. Just not willing to go there. Not willing to go there again. And again, mainly for the stench. That is really, really strong. The Pretty Vulgar, this was the lightest shade that they had, and I think I spoke about this last year. It was the lightest shade that they had. But again, I'll just let you see. It feels like a pretty formula, but there's just no way that I can wear that. There's just no way that I can wear that. And it's straight up orange. That is orange. How is that supposed to go under your eyes? I don't understand. That was, in my opinion, a flop from, oh God, what's the name of the company? The box subscription, BoxyCharm. Why would you send that to me when I've got neutral checked off and fair and porcelain? I don't understand. This is another one that, just no. It's from AOA. It's their concealer, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Let me show you this one, and then we will move on. I mean, it's not horrible, but I don't really like it. There's just so much better stuff out there. And I'm not even going to make that comment that I hear so many people make for the money. No. Get out of that mentality. It's just not a nice formula. It's not a great formula. I don't want to say it's not nice. Here's another one that I dislike more than I like, and it's the Wander Beauty Duo Concealer. I don't mind this, but both of them I also find that they don't look so nice on the skin, and they look textured on the skin. No matter how little, no matter how much you blend, they're not as pretty as others out there. I forgot to mention one more thing in terms of tools. The Halley's Beauty Sponge, they are absolutely gorgeous, but they die in like a month. And I've had this puppy right here, which, yes, it's dirty because I applied my makeup today. This is actually Purito. This baby's lasted through, this is the third one that I've gone in terms of the Halley's. So not impressed with the price point and the quality. No. The other one that's actually lasted a hell of a lot longer is the AOA. Their sponges are fabulous. AOA sponges, I think, are one of the best. Where's the other one? I love this one for the eyes. I love this one for powders. And I actually have others that I've used for my foundation, but I've just been testing the ones that I've been receiving. And AOA sponges, unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you haven't tried them, try them. They're gorgeous. I love them. Let's see here. Oh, this is supposed to be about things I don't like. Moving on to eyes. Just no. It's really sharp, it's really dry, and it's green. This is supposed to be for brows. I don't understand. This is the Maybelline Define a Brow. I don't get it. Just no. For other brow products, we have, this is definitely a flop from e.l.f. This doesn't do anything. I was told by someone that this was actually very good at keeping your brows in place. Definitely not. This does not keep my brows in place. Absolutely not. It's the NYX Glue. No. This one is from Sephora. It's a nice idea. The undertone, the shade, everything are amazing, but look at this disaster. And I mean, hello. So if they would fix their packaging and make it work better so that you don't get this glump of caca on there, you'd be all set. It'd be a great product. And they probably have done that, but I've had that for so long that I'm just like, you know what, let me talk about it. The Maybelline Brow Precise, I have a love and hate with. It's great for flattening your brows, but wow, what a mess. So another one that, and does it hold? Yeah, not bad, but it's just too messy for me to even bother with. Same thing with the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow. Love, hate, it's just so messy. If they could fix these packaging issues, I will try them again because I do like the way that they look. For eyeliner, Il Makiage makes a mess on your eyes. Both of their liquid liners make an absolute mess on your eyes. The brushes or whatever is too, felt tip is too stiff and it just leaks all over and makes a disaster. I don't like that. Then we have the Lauren Conrad, extremely dry. I don't understand why. I mean, look at that. You really don't get any payoff. Look. There's just no point in that. And this is brand new. I've basically just done that 3 times and I wasn't impressed. This color is stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning. But it pulls on your eyelids. It tugs on your lashes. It is cruel. So this one I don't use because, I mean, look at that color. God, that's beautiful. It just hurts my eyelids. It hurts really, really badly. And I don't like that. I don't want to damage that under eye. This is another one that I freaking love. It's an olive color. It's from NYX. It's their, always keeping it tight. Beautiful, beautiful color. Look at how tiny that is. I mean, that's just insane, right? But it breaks so easy, so easy. And it's such a pretty color. Such a pretty color right there. So you have to be very delicate with it. And that's, who has time? When you're in a rush, you gotta go. These two give no color payoff. This one is from L'Oreal. It is their Infallible, and I have it in a navy color. I don't know what the exact shade name is, but you have to work really hard to get any kind of payoff. And then the same thing goes, oh, and I have to go back to liquid liners because I forgot one. And then the same thing goes for the Revlon Colorstay. This is another, a blue shade. I don't know the name of it and I'm not going to look it up. This one, watch. I mean, you really have to press to get color, and that's a pretty color, but no, just no. These I'm so disappointed with. These, first of all, the packaging sucks. You can crank it up, but you can't crank it back down. So if you take too much out, you're fucked. As you can see, I've smushed it because it was way too long. This is the Fenty Beauty. I don't know. The packaging is so light I can't see it. But these crumble. They crumble and flake right off. Very, very unimpressed. Oh, and I think I just broke that. Did I? I think I did. Holy cow. Same thing. I got both the charcoal color and the black color and not impressed with either one. This is another one that is a gorgeous color. It's from Palladio. It's an olive color and it's just not pleasant to apply. It tugs and breaks. It's just so hard to apply and it's such a pretty color. So that's a huge ass no for me as well. I think this, Ciate Fierce Licks. I'm not sure if this is brow or eyeliner, but it leaks everywhere. It's a mess. It's this one right here, and I don't like it. For mascara, actually, let's go to, wow, this is going to be really long. Sorry, guys. For e.l.f., I don't like their e.l.f. Putty Primer for the eyes at all. It looks flaky. It looks patchy. It's just really, 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 really ugly. There's another one that I'm going to talk about. I mean, just, it's so dry. There's another one that I will mention in my, it's right here, in my likes. Much, much nicer. And I'm still testing it, and I like it that much. So let me see if I can get these guys off. Okay, so for eyes. Oh wait, no, yeah, I didn't talk about those yet. Shoot, you know what? I'll do it later. Okay, so this is the Tarte. I have no idea what, but it's this rose gold color, and I thought that I would actually like it. But no. It's more orangey, peachy gold than rose gold. No, just no. Not only that, it looks really textured on the skin. This thing, I love the shade of. It's almost impossible to apply. This is, oh, and it's already dried out. Damn. I only had it for like 3 months, 4 or 5 months. This is the NYX Pillow Talk eyeshadows. I'm just gonna, oh, yeah, that's not even gonna budge. It's basically, this is like applying glue to your lids. I mean, talk about a pretty color. It's such a pretty color. But you can't, look at that. It's not gonna focus. It's just a mess. It's gross. And I was really bummed about that because, again, I really like this color. I think it's such a pretty lilac-y taupe, lilac-y gray taupe. So that's a huge no. I'm going to talk about these now before I go, because if not, I'll forget about them. The 2 highlighter fails for me were the, and I loved Inessa Myrick stuff, but this just doesn't do anything. I don't understand the point of this. This is the Balm whatever, Dew Balm Duet, and it's basically like applying Vaseline to your skin. I don't get the point. So I just put it right here. You don't even see it. I don't get it. It just, no. It's just so amazingly subtle, and honestly, if I wanted to do that, rather than spend the money on this, sorry Danessa, but this is for this one, okay? I could just go ahead and put Vaseline on my face and get the same effect. So that doesn't make any sense for me. This one, oh, so not for neutral and cool skin tones, and I can't even get it open. Not for neutral and cool skin tones, and if you have any kind of texture, it's just going to highlight it. This is the About Face. I'm not a fan of gold on my face at all. At all. It just doesn't look pretty on fair, neutral, and cool. You know what I mean. So then these next, I'm just going to go really, really fast because it's really just the texture and the formula that I don't like of them. I mean, I really don't like these colors because, again, they don't really go well for, this one does right here, just the purple. The rest of them, not so much. Even these pull a little too orange and yellow. Most of these pull a little too orange and yellow. And again, this is from Viseart. Very dry, very, very dry formulas. Not impressed with that. For something so incredibly expensive, I want it to look good on my lids. I want it to look really good on my lids. I do like this green. The taupe, I don't remember really liking it. It seemed to pull a little too orange, which I can't see in this lighting. I want to say that it pulled a little too orange. Again, very dry formulas. Not impressed. This one, I don't know. I guess I just expected more because of the way that everyone was raving about it. But it's just so dry. And it shows that it's so dry. My God. Yeah, I've got good reason. Definitely good reason. Yeah, no. So there it is right there. And it's the e.l.f. purple palette. I love purples. I love purples, greens, anything that has color with a muted or gray base. I love it. Anything that's neutral and cool, but not, you know, really, really light, I love. That was why I was so happy to get this. Hang on. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Sweater Weather, I think. Not impressed. They are so powdery. They are so, I mean, I like this purple, but the rest of it, even this, no. Very unimpressed palette. Another one that I was so excited to get, and it failed me as well, is the Aether Beauty. These are so incredibly dry. And I mean, okay, on the color scheme, but teals and purples for me, no. More like teals and purples and greens, purples and blues, and maybe a teal. I don't know. It's an almost pretty color story, but the formula is just incredibly dry. These are the Juvia's Place. I'm definitely going to start off with this one because I expected way too much from this palette and it did not deliver at all. I'm really disappointed. It does not have the color payoff, and when you do get it, as you blend, it basically just fades away. So not impressed with these. I'm not a fan of pressed glitters, but that's everybody's personal choice. I just expected so much more payoff from that palette, and I don't even think when I struggled I got it. I've tried it like 3 times and I was just like, you know what, no. This kind of bums me out because on their website they looked really neutral, and no, they're not neutral. They're not neutral. I mean, even this shade right here, the one in the center, it's just, there's no neutral there. That's not neutral. I'm going to show you, actually, let me show you neutral. Hold on. And I'll show you this one tomorrow. It's more cool toned, obviously, but I mean, no, that's to me, gold is not neutral. Gold is warm toned. So that's just a big fat no for me. I was also really bummed about this one because I would have loved to have played with these. But the only one that I can actually really play with is, I believe, this one of these two, because it doesn't look too bad. But the rest of them, again, way too warm, way too warm. Or red, and red just, I mean, these are definitely, right here, these two are definitely for warmer skin tones, and I'm sure that they look amazing and deeper skin tones, but definitely not for someone like me. So these will probably be passed on to somebody else. The formulas are beautiful in those, but definitely not what they show on the website. For pressed powders, this really does blur your skin. This is the Bare Minerals Original Mineral Veil, but holy dryness, this will like suck the life, the moisture, the everything out of your skin. That's not my thing. I want something to handle my dryness on my oiliness on my forehead and in my T-zone, but not to the point where my forehead is screaming for moisture. Yeah, no. And then here we have the Complex Culture Clarity Translucent Setting Powder. This stuff has glitter in it. It's really beautifully, the powder itself is beautifully milled, but when you actually see flecks on your face, that, no. And then lastly, because we are definitely running long, these are basically disliked because of how much comes out on the wand and the shape of the wand. So we have the Big Bad Lash from Revlon. Definitely not a fan of that. And I can't even get it to work. It's just so freaking weird. This one, Big Ego from Tarte. I mean, Jesus Christ, where's that gonna, I don't have the lashes for that. So no, what I'm gonna do with these, and I'm actually gonna go ahead and use other wands that I have. I would clean them and I disinfect them, and then I use them in these type of products, and then I can actually decide on whether or not I like the formula. Here's another one. This one is from NYX. It's the On the Rise. This thing stabs the shit out of my eyes and it hurts really bad. I don't like that. This one I'm so bummed about because I really like another product of theirs, which you'll hear about tomorrow. But my God, what a mess it makes. It's a Studio Makeup Volume Intense Mascara, and it's just, I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's just goopy. It goes on your eyes like an actual disaster. Look at that. This could be such a gorgeous formula if they were, or mascara, if they would just fix that. If they would fix how it comes out and the disaster that comes onto your eyelashes, this could actually be good. All right, guys, that is all that I have for you. If I think of anything else, you'll hear about it throughout the year. Go ahead, hit like, subscribe, tune into my next one for my favorites of 2021. And let me know what you thought of some of these products, because they were fun to try, but yeah, no. See you guys later. Love you. Bye.